went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. Let's do it.
What are you doing? Come on, switch on, switch on.
Let's fight.
Keep embarrassing him. He's trying to play to the crowd. Keep embarrassing him. Switching off, you're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. Now it's a tougher fight. It's going to be...
Do your business.
job. That's a terrible round.
And box.
Listen, you've switched off. What are you doing? I need you to focus on what you're doing.
Let's go.
Focus, focus. Big, deep breath. Big.
Let's do it. One, two, three, 4, 5. Are you okay?
let him back into the fight that round. Don't worry about our round. Don't worry.
Do your business.
What are you doing? Switch off! You've let... What are you doing?
Time out!
What was that? What are you doing? Come on, you're switching off. I need you to switch.
Let's do it.
How about this venue, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Todd Grisham, and we're... Carl... Usually you don't need... We're expecting an all-action slugfest. A swing and a miss with the left hook. He threw a punch and just got countered. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You believe what we are seeing. Nice counter. That uppercut just missed. Usually you don't need a weather report for a boxing match, but we certainly do today as we fight under the sun.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything. You've got the breeze of the wind, you've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire, Tom. They're on fire in the ring.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
A perfect counter lands. Caution being thrown to the wind. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Going to need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt.
Forget about that.
On to the second round. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Can't land that jab. The straight right just misses. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Good counter punch. Do you believe what we're seeing? Don't get caught up on how many times this guy gets hit. He's a slugger, Johnny, and you know he's just waiting for his opportunity to strike back.
Speed generates power. Timing is everything. If you've got speed, you can pop, knock anybody out. You've just got to hit them in the right spot.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
Come on, you're getting back into this. You're better than this, kid. Go back out. Good work, that's it. Now breathe. Breathe.
There's the bell to start round 3. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Fantastic punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Good punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. Misses. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good combo work. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is...
And there's the bell to start round 4. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
How about that time counter shot? We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Insane action! Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They better start respecting each other's punching power. Solid punch. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. He is down big time on the scores. And there's the bell for round 5. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if he can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Catch and shoot. That counter shot lands. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter shot. Oh, that punch. Only catching air with that hook. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another. There's the bell for round 6. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. They both want a highlight reel knockout. There's a counter shot. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
This is the kind of fight you expect from two world-class elite middleweights. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance without it.
Here we go. It's round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good defense there on the left uppercut. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Nice counter shot. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Both men step back for just a moment. That jab won't score. Which fighter will say no mas? counterpunch caught him clean. Oh, Fox seeing cobwebs. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell. And there's the bell for round 8. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. They exchange punches. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Swing and a miss with that hook. He blocks the jab. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
What you got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Punch, counter punch. Good counter punching. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, it's go back to the drawing board. Here we are, getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be. It's Sugar. Roy Jones.
This bout is.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the open. So here we go. Should be a good one. Perfectly timed uppercut. Well done with that counter shot. Only catching air with that hook. I know boxing fans around the world feel like Christmas morning with these two finally in the ring.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
There's a counter shot. That's another scoring shot. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
So much firepower here. That counter shot lands. That hook was off target. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. Well, it's no secret who... And there's the bell for round two. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement with left to right, but forward.
Oh my God, Johnny! Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They exchange punches. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Misses with the jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes. On to the third. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the...
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Defense there, blocking the hook. Nice counter shot. drop their guard, they get caught. Punch, counter punch. Which fighter will say no mas? Can't score with that jab. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? He threw a punch and just got countered. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. Back at it in round 4. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Got him there. The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Hey, those punches add up. Got out of the way of that right hook. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here. Time for the 5th round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he throws you down.
You'd like to see more jabs. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast banter. Fast banter can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
about that time counter shot? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. There's the bell for round 6. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Missed with that right uppercut. Another scoring shot there. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nice punch. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when they're in the ring with fights like that, and you push them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. Let's go with that right uppercut. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. They got the momentum. They got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round? And there's the bell for round 7. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we continue.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
They got to fix things up halfway through the round here.
Is that ever hope? Remember the fighter Ivan Holyfield? He should be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. There's the bell to start round 8. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly.
Down goes Sugar Ray Leonard. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me your boy.
They got knocked down but didn't stay down. Once again showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
God, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again?
Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You still want to fight?
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
Not the best start, Bob. You know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Lucky that hook didn't score. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight. What a style. What a pace.